Welcome to Sovereign Tarot, where we reclaim our power and come into our highest alignment of our highest self. So I am starting with A Course in Miracles, and this is a reading for Pisces. So all my Pisces people out there, I'm a Pisces, and we're going to do a reading for the Pisces. But I'm going to start each reading each week with a lesson from A Course in Miracles, because that was one of my... Oh, I know, it's too cold out right now. That was what led me on my sovereign journey. Okay, so lesson 1, A Course in Miracles. Nothing I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place means anything. So now just look slowly around and apply this idea very specifically to whatever you see. That box of cards does not mean anything. That dog does not mean anything. See, some things are harder than others. That bag of potatoes does not mean anything. Just whatever you see. And do that for like 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, so starting with A Course in Miracles. And then I'm going to do a reading from the Divine Beloved Oracle cards. This just sets the tone. It's like a little prayer for our reading. And I had said I wasn't sure if I was going to do archetype cards for each reading. I'm going to just let each reading be what it wants to be. I'm gonna have to get a new camera so that I could, you could see my cards, because right now I can't do that. So I'll just show them to you. Okay. So we had clarity. So clarity is my birthright. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who remembers in every moment my true self. Love, light, wisdom, and divinity. Isn't that a beautiful card to start with? Source, you are my source. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who knows that you are my source. Fill me with confidence and faith, so I know I never have to beg, just gratefully receive. And I put these up at the top of the table. True nature. I know the eternal. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who knows the true nature of our souls. Awaken me to the knowledge of the eternal. Let me know my true self as consciousness. So tarot is a great way to know your higher self, to know God, to know spirit. Soulmate, I am one who trusts. Allow me, Divine Beloved, to trust that the perfect person has already been selected. In the right place and time we shall meet. For you know every true desire of my heart. May I only wish for what you wish for me. Okay. Clarity, source, true nature, and soulmate. So I see this a lot about trust. And I'm just going to get a message from the guides for my Pisces peeps. Ooh, I know, especially the ones at the end of the Pisces, towards the end of Pisces, like, we've been going through a lot. Know your truth. Express your feelings. And abundance is your right. Okay. Know your truth. Express your feelings. Abundance is your right. it's really, I think you've learned a lot of lessons over the last year, and we're just gonna move forward with them. Okay, so let's do an archetype card, or one or two archetype cards. If you're new to my channel, I like to have space or silence, and that's where Spirit speaks to you. I provide these prompts, these cards, and they, if this is the reading for you, they should validate what you're feeling inside. If it's not a reading for you, you'll know that too. Teacher. The light attribute is ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. And the shadow attributes are manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits, and destructive skills. So sometimes, like, the power of being a teacher kind of gets in the way of actually being able to teach, to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. And when you don't like being questioned, that's sometimes a sign that you're in your ego. But it seems like also you may be a teacher. That may be a role for you. Maybe because of everything that you've gone through in the last year and beyond, you're becoming a teacher. If you're not already a teacher, you're becoming a better teacher. You can teach what you've learned. Gossip and pioneer. So the light, believe it or not, there is a light attribute for gossip. The light attributes awakens considerations for the feelings of others, honoring trust. The shadow attributes are thrives on the power of passing on private or secret information, betraying confidences. Okay. And pioneer. The light attributes are passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. That's knowing your truth, because your truth is your truth. It's not necessarily anybody else's truth. Although truth always connects, it's not necessarily anyone else's truth. Your truth comes from your life experience and who you are. So the pioneer, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, and the shadow attribute is a compulsive need to keep moving on, which I know I have been a little bit struggling with, because it's the nervous system resetting. Like, when we're used to go, 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 when we can calm down and release, our nervous system resets. But it's sometimes hard to allow that. So you may be struggling with that. Okay. So these are all things that you are ready to hear. You're ready to look at and integrate, bring into the light. So maybe let's just use this as an example, because nobody, I don't think, likes to be thinking of themselves as a gossip. But if we want to bring something into balance or heal it or integrate it, you can't get rid of anything. But what you can do is you can bring it into balance, bring it into the light. And then it integrates and it comes into a place where you can feel good about yourself. It's for an example, like if you don't listen to a part of yourself, it's like your child, they're gonna have a temper tantrum and rear up and try to take control and power over everything. And nobody wants that. So if we can gently and compassionately listen to this part of ourselves, we can integrate it. So we want to be aware of something in us that's calling out to be heard. Okay, when I think of gossip, I think, maybe you're not feeling like you belong, so you're pointing out somebody else who really doesn't belong. And you just want to look at where you feel like you don't belong and give yourself that love and compassion and attention, and let that part of you know that it belongs, and you love it and you care for it and you understand it. And if you don't, get more information from your body, from your spirit, from your soul. Okay, so we're going to now do the Light Seers Tarot. You can't see any of these cards, huh? Okay. I have to be more mindful of showing you them. All right, and I did say that I was going to do a Celtic cross, traditional Celtic cross reading. So let's do that. And everybody does tarot differently, so my reading might be different than somebody else that you've gone to. It can be, you get an idea of it, and then you do your own personal reading based on what you're getting from your spirit. Okay, so what does Pisces need to see? What are you ready to see and integrate, or at least attend to? So you got the Ace of Swords, and that's the general place that you are right now, and it's upside down. So I'm going to show you the card. So these are some new ideas coming in, or inspiration, but you may not be hearing it. Maybe there's a lot of noise around you, or maybe there's something that is making it hard for you to hear. You don't want to hear it, or you're afraid to hear it. Okay, then we have the Nine of Swords that crosses that. The Ten of Wands underneath. That was sideways. Okay, I'm going to put all the cards out first, and then we'll look at them all. So it looks like you're carrying too much, which may be why it's hard for you to hear this new idea or inspiration that's coming in. And you're also telling yourself, I just said that I'm going to wait till the end, but I'm going to talk a little bit while I'm doing it. You're having negative thoughts about yourself that are interfering with your ability to hear this new idea that's coming in. Okay. Six of Wands upside down. I'm going to show you in a minute. The King of Swords upside down. So you maybe have been looking for validation and didn't receive it. And the King of Swords. And put it right side up. The King of Swords is trying to give you some guidance and clarity and new energy and guidance. But you may not be hearing it. Okay. So what is right in front of you? So that is coming down now. The King of Swords is trying to guide you and lead you on this new path. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. So when you look at the cards, what do you get from them? I'm going to interpret them in my way because I'm looking at the whole pattern, but you also, this is for you to start being able to do, like listening to your intuition. What is your intuition telling you? And as I read, you may come up with something a little bit different that's very specific to you. So some people have asked me, like, how could I give a reading for every Pisces out there? They're not for every Pisces out there. They're for whoever finds me and is attracted to this channel, and you feel the energy and the alignment of it. Then it's, and then you listen to it and it feels right on for you. Then this is for you. It's not for every Pisces out there. And that's basically how it works. It's all about alignment, or energy and frequency and vibration. Okay, so the Four of Wands, I'm not sure what that's saying yet. I think what it's saying is that you're starting to move into this energy, even though there might be some fear. You're maybe experimenting with it and starting to move into it, even though there might be some fear and you don't really know what's up ahead. You see the movement in there? And fours are usually, well, fours are about stability. And wands are fire and energy and movement. Okay, so that's, now we have the World, and that's kind of upside down. So when I say it's upside down, I'm going to read the light and the shadow of it, or talk about the light and the shadow of it. That way you kind of understand what you might be facing and where you might be getting a little bit stuck. And we can always turn it right side out because both of it is there, and the cards usually give you the guidance to how you can turn that card right side up. Then we got the High Priestess. That was upside down also. Ooh, and the Emperor upside down. And we got an extra card. We got the Moon. Okay, the Moon. And that was right side up. So the Moon is the unknown, what we can't see. And that is what's scary, because this new path that we're on, this new way of being in the world, requires a lot of trust and a lot of not knowing and just taking one step at a time. But it looks like you're taking that step. You're stepping into that energy. And the World is in front of you. So you may be closing out a cycle. And you're stepping into your light. That's the sun. But you might be fearing it a little bit. You might be fearing the light a little bit. And maybe you're afraid that people are going to gossip about you when in taking this new direction, or this new, taking this new direction. People might be gossiping about you. Because it is, you are being a pioneer. It's something new. And then the High Priestess is guiding you. This is the right step for you. This is the right, you are going the right way. This is what is meant for you to do. And the Emperor is you taking control over your life and really making this choice, choosing this. But that was upside down too. So and then the moon, the unknown. So I think this reading is all about just validation that you are on the right path. But you're stepping into this, and you're still scared, but you're releasing this burden. You're letting go of this burden that didn't feel right for you. You're wrestling with your own thoughts and ideas. I read something yesterday on from the movie Creed. You are eventually, through this journey of tarot, you become your own mirror, your own mother, your own father, your own teacher, your own coach, and you realize it's always been you the whole time. You've been your own worst enemy. So as you start to get clearer on those thoughts that are coming up for you, you can care for them. Like, just acknowledge whatever comes up. I hear you. I hear you thinking that people are going to be talking about me. Yeah, that could happen. That may be happening. That hurts when people talk bad about you. Just care for that part of you that feels that. This is so brave of you to step forward even when that's happening. So brave of you. And doesn't it feel good and brave? Don't you feel brave knowing that? Okay, so that's really, I might just take one more from the Wisdom of the Oracle, because I just like to get a little bit more on what we can do with these energies to kind of get it going in the right direction. I like to turn them over. I do family constellations, so I like to turn them over to get the energy going the right way. And we could talk a little bit about that too, how you can do that with this card here. But we'll just go through again. We're going to talk with the Ace of Swords. So listen to that inspiration that's coming in. It's coming very clear and with authority, and masculine direction. Pay attention to the things that you're saying to yourself. Maybe you can be kinder to yourself. Once you hear those thoughts, you can acknowledge what they might be doing to you in your body and where they might be coming from, and let them go. And this is in the past, but you don't need that external validation. You can start giving it to yourself. Eventually it will come from the outside, but start giving it to yourself. Start coaching yourself. What would you say to other people? Your friends. Okay, we're letting go of this old chapter, and we're opening up to a whole new world. We're going to let our light shine. We're going to listen to our higher self and really know what is coming from our higher self and what is coming from outside of our higher self. And then we're going to take charge of the situation. And we don't have a chariot card here, but we're going to take the reins of our chariot and we're going to move it in the direction we are called to go in. And yes, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't have the outcome, but we're going to take it one step at a time. So let's find out what we can do to follow this guidance, step more into our power, and trust. Okay, and we got truth be told. Okay. So just look at this card. What does it say to you? It says to me, you know the truth. You know the truth. But there's something about it that's scaring you. Like we could see it in a lot of the cards. Maybe it is that you're a teacher. You're going to teach something and that's scary to you. because there's some kind of feeling about that, or some kind of baggage in regard to a teacher that you need to let go in order to step into your power. But you know the truth. It's right there in your heart, singing a song. And that mask at the bottom, we're going to take that mask off, because we don't need that anymore. And we know the world doesn't need that. The world needs us to be our authentic self and bring our gifts to it. So we can create this new earth full of love and light and peace and joy. That's what you want. Okay, and you have the courage to do it. So that's it for today for the Pisces. I love you all. I know it's been hard, it's been rough, but we're entering a really great place, and it's going to require courage and faith and trust, but you have that, and I think we're going to lead the charge, Pisces.